Hey everyone, hope this video finds you well. Back with another edition of the House of Hobbies 216. Got a couple goodies for my 2007 Mustang. This guy right here. We got some tail lights, a new Decklid panel, and a Decklid emblem. And we're going to get right to it. Stay tuned. First thing I'm going to do before we get started is to turn this car around and back it into the garage. I'm going to stick the nose of the car out a little bit out of the garage so I have a little bit more room to work and set up the camera and everything. It's raining right now. Front end of the car is going to get a little dirty, but oh well. Okay, now that I have this into the garage, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off a little bit. It's raining pretty heavy outside at the moment. To give myself a little bit of an easier time and install and make sure I don't have water dripping everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and dry this thing off, and we'll get the boxes open and start going over some of the new goodies we got for the car. Everything that I wound up getting was, first we have this Mustang emblem. It's actually a fender emblem, but what I'm going to do is take these posts on the back, probably snap them off and shave them down so I can stick the emblem itself on top of this. This is a full fuel door that they had on the 05 to 09 Mustangs. I was holding it upside down, but yeah, this actually is where your keyhole for your trunk is, and this closes over the top. The factory faux fuel door is very hard to find now, and I think the one I had was trashed from me trying to remove it to put one of my other Decklid panels on. Speaking of Decklid panels, we have this Decklid panel. It's like a tinted black, but once it's on the car, I had one of these on the car before. Let me get it fully open here. I had one of these on the vehicle before, and it looked great. I think I just got tired of it the last time. Wanted to switch up the look. Problem is, when I want to go back to it, I couldn't find it. Now we have another one. We might put a little bit of black vinyl underneath it. These should pair up and sit on the back of the car like that, and they'll be in between these tail lights here. Now these tail lights are from Raxiom. It's an American Muscle brand on AmericanMuscle.com. These are styled after the S550, the 15 through 17 S550 Mustang. Now the tail lights I had previously, before I had the ones that are currently on the car, were styled after the 10 through 14 Mustangs that had the LED tri-bars that wrapped around. It's hard to describe, but the Raxiom versions were called the Raxiom Gen 5 taillights. Wound up getting rid of those and getting these axial ones right here that you see. These were cool at first, but I'm just not, I don't know if I ever really liked them when I put them on the car, and I just been looking for an excuse to change them, and these have been on the market, these Vector V2s as they're called. I just want to have a different look and switch it up on the car again and just go back to something I know I'm going to like, especially since I already have an S550 and have similar tail lights on that car already. We're going to go ahead and get started. Tail lights are very easy. The thing that's probably going to take me the most time is removing this Decklid panel here that I have. I'm replacing this Decklid panel because it's actually carbon fiber, and I had to wrap over the top of it because the carbon fiber started to pit or chip and had different issues. So we're definitely getting rid of that thing too. And I had an Emblem sitting on that as well, and it fell off. We're going to go back to a semi OEM look. It does not take long, especially if you got power tools, which we do have. So we're about to jump into it right now. Let's start here. Tape a little bit. Alright, this is off, so now I'm going to have to do is clean this area up right here. And it's really dirty. Let me put this to the side. I mean, I know it's a little torn up, but just in case I need to use it again, I'm going to just put it to the side. So we're going to get this cleaned up, and we're going to start, I guess, start taking stuff apart after we get this the way it needs to be. This is filthy. It's go time. As you can see, everything in this area is pretty much clean. There's still some old residue here. It shouldn't be a problem, but that's from other Decklid emblems and other Decklid panels. But all of this is going to be covered up, so it's not going to matter. I'm going to do a small test fit with the Emblem. I'm going to go ahead and use the template they have and cut out new adhesive to put down, and we'll start getting ready to put down our Decklid panel and the Emblem. And then we're going to take out this area inside the trunk and start putting in the tail lights. Okay, so right now I have some vinyl put on the back of the Decklid, and I'm going to be putting that Emblem on soon, but the vinyl is there so we can get more of a darker effect when it comes to placing down this Decklid panel that's going to go around. It's already looking pretty good. So I just put a lot of like vinyl in different spots, and just to make sure it filled up this whole rectangular area and that it's going to look good. Already looks good as is. I'm going to get ready to put this Emblem down. Then I'll place this over it, and this section should be done. Right now I'm going to take this metal file, and I already snapped off some of the prongs on the back. It's only two. I snapped them off, but it does take some filing to get them all the way down. And I think the end result is going to look pretty good. I'm currently pressing this down. I took off the adhesive backing. This looks really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Everything's coming together. Alright, let's get this on. Alright. Get the tape off. That's secure alone with the 3M tape. This does, however, require a screw being drilled through the first layer of metal, which is fine. Just gotta pop this open and get the provided screw. After that, this should be set. That should hold it in place. That portion's done. Alright, it's on and I'm very happy with the end result. The Decklid panel looks great. My idea for blacking out the space underneath it came out fairly well. Emblem looks great. The next step now is to go ahead and get these axial tail lights out and get the Raxioms put on in. So I get some of this vinyl paper out of here. This is like so I get some of this paper out of here. This is actually the paper that the vinyl I used was stuck to. I already got this started a little bit on the sides. I'm going to go ahead and pop these out. Now that everything's loose. And we'll start working on these bolts on this side. Very, very similar to what we did with the S550, my 2018 Mustang. 1, 2, 3 bolts. And then before we do any of that, we're going to disconnect this harness. This whole assembly is going to slide right out. All right, this is going to be a 7/16 socket I'm using. Grab it right here, pull it out. Repeat for the other side. With these new Raxiom ones, these have everything built in. So with these axial tail lights, these actually use my factory tail light harness. Normally you would plug bulbs into these spots, but this tail light actually has some connectors that plug into the spots where a bulb will plug in, and then you pop them in. I can twist one out and show you. Just like that. That's how that one works. And then you'll reuse your factory tail light bulb, or reverse light bulb, excuse me. However, on these, this has everything built into it. This is one solid piece. That whole factory harness that I use for those, I do not need, because all I have to do is plug and play. I'm just sitting them into place because I want to go ahead and pull this grommet through. So I pretty much already did. All right, that's in. Trying to do this once again with one hand. Hate that I'm getting fingerprints on these. To keep my cars clean, but kind of hard to do that when you're working. I don't know where this came from. Fought me a little bit, but new stuff always does. Last piece of the puzzle, plug it on in. Repeat for the other side. just finished up and it's done raining, so I made sure I wiped it down a bit. But let's go around to the back. This is what we're here for. When it comes down to it, these tail lights, very happy with them. Nice and bright. Built-in sequentials on both sides, as well as the built-in reverse light on the innermost tail light on both sides. This blackout panel looks great with it. Definitely a look I was more comfortable with and looking for in the first place. Definitely compliments this car. I've had this car since 2007. I was a freshman in college. I've had this car a very long time. It's been good to me. Once I got a little older, as I had the car, I started learning how to modify and do things a little bit more, do things on my own through a lot of trial and error, and I'm happy with how this has come out over the years. I mean, it is a car that was built in 2007, so it does show its age a little bit. I wouldn't get rid of it at all. Plus, I have a newer Mustang, so I got the best of both worlds. This has a lot of sentimental value to me. As we get back to the tail lights, the functionality is great. The sequentials are definitely something I was looking for. Kind of got spoiled with it by having it before on some older tail lights that I had, and these being plug and play, and just keeping this whole area across the back dark. Just set the car off how I wanted it to. Blends well with the wing, my stripes. So I guess that's it for this video. This has been another edition of House of Hobbies 216. Back to the automotive content on this one, but we got more shoe reviews, action figure content, more car stuff, because me and my team have a show coming up, so you guys stay tuned. If you're in the Cleveland area, July 28th, 2024, Ford Always 6. It'll be show number 6 for us, so come check us out in Beechwood, Ohio. Link will be in the description anyway. But once again, I thank you guys for watching. Keep your eyes tuned to the D. Harris brand. Got a lot more coming for you. So until next time, as always, be blessed, stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.